If you wish that your children would be very good, if you wish that your family life would be successful, then you should suffer. And since you suffer as a mother, and you close to marry our mother, you learn from her experience. And also you pray to her, and she will support you. So it's very important to have a strong devotion to Mary. If you say the rosary every day, she will surely help you. Look at this. The last words of the message of the gospel we just read. And from that hour, the disciple, St. John, took her into his home. You see? St. John took Mary to his home to be present in his home. So now you should do the same. You should do the same. You should take Mary, our mother, into your spiritual home, and even into your family, your home as a family. You invite her to be present in your family, in your home, always. And that is in the family level. In the personal level, individual level, we should, even me, I myself, have to invite her, to take her, Mary, our mother, into our spiritual home. It means into our spiritual life. Yeah. And this idea I learned from Pope John Paul II. He mentioned that in 1979, in his first document. When we talk about Mary, we should learn from Pope John Paul II, because he's excellent, expert in the devotion to Mary, and expert in being experienced about the motherhood. Even he's a man, but he has a very strong experience in motherhood, in the maternal love, because she's so close to her. She entrusts everything into her hands. You know the term totus tuus? No? Okay. You should learn this word. This is a Latin term. Totus tuus. Totus tuus. Every priest, since he is appointed by the Pope to be a bishop, has to choose a motto. So this is the motto of Pope John Paul II. He chose this motto not right before he was elected the Pope, but at the moment he was appointed as a bishop. We call that episcopal motto. Episcopal. Episcopal motto. This is very important, since we want to know more about Mary and about the devotion to Mary. We should learn from Pope John Paul II, and this is the basic factor that we should know. So this is the episcopal. Episcopal means of a bishop. Episcopal means of bishop. You know what I mean? Yeah, the adjective of bishop, something like that. So this is a episcopal motto of Pope John Paul II. And totus means total, totality, totality. Yeah. Tuus, it means yours, yours. It means that totus tuus means everything of mine belongs to you. Yeah. Everything of mine is yours. It means that he entrusted himself to Mary. This is a prayer of Pope John Paul II to Mary. In other words, he prayed to Mary that, Mary, my mother, everything of mine is yours. So today we talk about the story of Jesus when he was on the cross, when he was dying on the cross. Mary stood at the foot of the cross and became the first martyr. You get the idea, right? Yeah, the first martyr. And the idea is that she suffered a lot. She suffered a lot. But always that fact is connected to Jesus. It means that connected to the suffering of Jesus, the passion of Jesus. Because Mary suffered because she so loved Jesus as a mother loves her son or her child. So it will be the same. If you are a mother, you so love the son or the child, you should suffer for him or her. And also, when we talk about the title Queen of the Martyrs, it means that she is super martyr, because she's queen. She became queen of the all martyrs. And today she talk about the Chinese martyrs. So Mary is, in a special sense, she's the queen of all Chinese martyrs. So somehow it's very related to us, because since we are Chinese and we belong to a Chinese parish, and we celebrate solemnly the feast of all Chinese martyrs. You know how many martyrs? How many Chinese martyrs? About how many? You may not know. I don't know too, but what I read seems to be that it's about 7,000. It means about 7,000. We don't know exactly how many, but some source said that it's about 7,000. It means that in general it's a kind of 5 or 10,000 or 20,000. We don't know exactly, but about that number. So we have only 120 of them who were canonized. Yeah. It means that only 120 of them that the church have the clear documents to prove that they really died martyrdom. They really died as a witnesses for Christ in China. It doesn't mean that the other who died martyrdom are not saints. They are saints too, you know. But to be recognized publicly by the church with the clear documents, they are not. But they are also saints. So in the church there are many, many saints there are two kinds of saints. The first kind of saints are the saints that have been canonized. The second kind of saints are the saints that have not been canonized or will never be canonized because we don't have a document to prove clearly about the story of their witness, of their death. So Mary is honored strongly by many Chinese Catholics. So again, I would like to encourage you to have a strong devotion to Mary, because this will support your the role, the responsibility, the mission, the vocation as a mother. So this is the first and the second point. Yeah, the first point is the sorrows of Mary as a mother. The second point, the devotion of the 7 sorrows of Mary. This is the one, did I tell you last time the two main and important means through which God grants His grace to us? Did I mention that last time? No problem, I will tell you again. The most important thing for us, what? Yes, salvation, right? Yeah. If you become a millionaire on earth, if you are successful, very successful in your family, in many areas, but if you will not gain the salvation. What you have besides that will be nothing, right? Yeah. So salvation is the most important. Yeah, most important. Because the salvation is eternal. It's not temporary on earth. It can start from, it's not can, but start from here on earth, the salvation. But salvation is eternal, it's not temporary. So you should think about this. Jesus also said a few times at least that don't think about the things on earth, but think about the things in heaven. It's much more important. So salvation is the most important. So from this point, we know very well that we have to try very hard in order to gain salvation. Is it right? Yeah. If you cannot gain salvation, then what happens? It become nothing for you. It's even worse. Because if you don't, you wouldn't gain salvation, you know where you will go. Right, exactly. Yeah, say simply, say simply and clearly. Yeah, if we will not receive salvation, only one way to go. Direction is to hell. It's very, very clear. So try very hard, even, in order to gain salvation. And we can receive salvation from now on, not only at the moment of our death or on the day that Jesus will come to judge the living and the dead, on the last day, the last judgment. But even now, we start every day, even right now, even at this moment, we can receive salvation. Yeah. And we are happy that we gather together. Why we gather together here? Because we learn how to gain salvation, in other words. Yeah. So, yes, you still have a hope to gain salvation if you don't join the Solidarity of St. Monica. Even you may receive salvation if you don't join the Catholic Church. But very hard for you. And nothing guaranteed. Sorry, Bonnie. Sorry. I have to tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah. The people don't need to join, to enter or to become a Catholic. They still have a hope to be saved. However, no guarantee. And very hard for them. They have to work by themselves, without grace, without help of God. Very hard. They can be very good man. They can be like even a better man than a Catholic. Yes, in some cases. But in general, it's not guaranteed. Not sure, not sure. They don't receive any kinds of support from the church because they don't have a membership of the Catholic Church. Like if you go to a Safeway to buy something, if you don't have a membership, even the free membership registration, but it still works, right? You get some discounts. You get some benefits. So here, with the spiritual membership as a Catholic, the membership of the Catholic Church, you will surely receive a lot of benefits, spiritual benefits, a lot of discount spiritually. And after you enter the Catholic Church, you still have many kinds of supports for you. One of the kinds of support is solidarities. So we thank God that in our parish there are many groups, and especially a number of groups that has been strong in the spiritual life. Our solidarity, maybe we don't study many very deep things yet, but what we are trying to do is a very, very concrete, very practical, that surely supports you to gain salvation. So whenever we come to for a meeting, it simply say that you come to learn how to be saved, and also to help your member families to be saved too. So that's why we learn from, especially from Mary. Okay, now we don't have much more time. That is the first and second point. The third point is a basic study about the Bible. I haven't finished that point yet. To receive salvation, okay. And we have many ways, many means to receive salvation. Like reigning. Reigning is symbolizes God's grace, okay, or God's salvation that He is so willing to give to us, to grant to us. The other time it's raining, so in order to receive the rain, we have to go out, right? Yeah, it means that we have to do something. We stay home, we cannot receive the rain. We have to go out. And if we go out and then we do like this to receive the rain, water from heaven, from the sky. Not much, right? Not much. and not safe. If we use we can borrow that.
You better not.
We use this kind of cup and we get the rain. It's better. But if we can use a thùng, a big container, big tank, yes, much better, right? So this is the same. The means to receive salvation the same. There are different means, different ways for us, different kinds of containers for us to use and receive salvation. So the first three means for us to use to receive salvation. The first one, the sacraments. The sacraments. The sacrament like the tank. Yeah, we would say, yeah, like the tank. The second, the Word of God, the Bible. Yeah, through the Bible, we receive salvation. And many people receive salvation through the Bible, especially the Protestants. The Protestants, because they don't have many sacraments. They have only 1 or 2 or 3 sacraments. Some Protestants, some Christian, non-Catholic Christians has only 1 sacrament, which is the sacrament of the baptism. So they still can receive salvation through the Bible. God is a mercy, is merciful. He's willing to grant His salvation to everyone. So the ones who are not Catholics but they are Christians, they believe in the Holy Bible, then he may have a hope to be saved too. But the Catholics are the people who have more means. And so the first one is the sacraments. The second one is the Holy Bible. The third one is the devotions. The devotion have many kinds of devotions. Devotion to Mary, devotion to the Divine Mercy, devotion to the Rosary, devotion to Saint Monica, you see, the devotion to Saint Joseph, devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. So many devotions. Each saint may be created one more devotion, like a devotion to Saint Faustina, devotion to Saint John the Apostle, devotion to Saint John of the Cross, to many devotions. So these, so that's why many people said that the Catholics live through devotions. You know, it means that the Catholics receive salvation through the devotions. The more devotion you have, the more means you have to receive salvation. Yeah. This, I think, this is very easy to understand. And if so, try to put in practice. And so I said again, these are 3 means are the main and most important means for us to use in order to receive salvation. The first one, the sacraments. The second one, the Holy Bible, the Word of God. The third one, the devotions. Now we go back a little bit to the first one, the sacraments. We all know that there are 7 sacraments, but we receive only 2 sacraments we receive as frequently: the sacrament of the Eucharist and the sacrament of penance. Yeah. If we receive these 2 frequently, then we have more hope to be saved. Otherwise, less guarantee. We're not very sure. And regarding the third one, devotions. So thank God that each one of us should thank God that since we are the member of Saint Monica Solidarity, we have at least 2 devotions already. The devotion to Mary, our Mother, devotion to Saint Monica. If we have a strong devotion to Mary and strong devotion to Saint Monica, I am sure that 2 of them will help you to receive salvation. Something like someone said, plan to have to run an event. I need a hall. I heard that St. Francis Xavier has a very new and beautiful hall. So can you help me to be able to use that hall? And if you said, oh, I'm very close to Father Tran, I can help you. You see? So similarly, if you're so close to Mary and so close to St. Monica, two of them, I just said that many devotions, but if you have a strong devotion, very strong devotion of these two devotions, it means very close to Mary and very close to St. Monica, then two of them will remember you. So interesting, the Catholic faith, Catholic lifestyle is, we have devotions. The devotion is something, to me, it's something easy. It's not very easy, but in general, it's not too difficult. Because if you want to have a strong devotion, it means to love and honor the saints. And especially Chinese people, we have devotion to the Chinese martyr saints. So another devotion, and we have 1,000 of Chinese saints in heaven. I'm sure that if we have a strong devotion to them, it means we are close to them, then we have 1,000 of people in heaven will remember you. So devotions are very important. So we have sacraments there, right there. You have every day in the parish. In our parish, there are 3 masses a day. When you come to see St. Peter, you cannot, our parish, not many masses. He would not believe. We have 3 masses a day. So the Eucharist there, the sacrament of the Eucharist there every day. And the second sacrament is the sacrament of penance. It means to go to confession. You have a right, and the priest cannot deny. Whenever you request the priest to hear confession, you have a right. Yeah. Of course, you should love the priest. You don't knock the door at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. It means that you can contact the priest to make an appointment for the confession any time you need. And if the priest say no, he will commit sin. Yeah. It's very important because of the salvation of your soul. The priest has to be serious, to say yes whenever you request him. It means that the priests are available, God is available, God's plans in a way that everything should be available for you to be saved, to be able to receive salvation. So we mentioned for the first point of the constitution of our sodality. The first point is not here. But last month, we have any sheet of last month? Here? No, sorry. We use only electronic system. So we don't have a hard copy here. But no problem. The first point is that St. Monica Sodality is a place for you to come to develop your faith or to receive salvation. In other words, St. Monica's Sodality is a place, is one of the places for you to receive salvation. So now the basic, the third point in today, basic study about the Bible. So that's why I think that I should help you to study a little bit about the Bible. It's not study the Bible, but about the Bible. This is the first point before we study right in the Bible. But we study something about the Bible. something like, what is the Bible? And how many parts are there in the Bible? And why we can trust everything in the Bible. You know, we study about the Bible, and little by little, it takes a short time. It doesn't take a long time for you. I will help you in case you're not familiar with the Bible. I will help you. Little by little, you will know which books in the Old Testament, which books in the New Testament. And then when they write J-N, what does that mean? That is John, abbreviation of John. And then 5.2 to 5. What does that mean? And then little by little you can find some reference in the Bible. You get acquaintance with the Bible. The Bible wouldn't become a strength for you. It's very, very familiar. Yeah. And it takes a short time, a few months. I mean, because every month we have a gathering only once. So it takes about a few months for you to get to know a little bit more about the Bible. Because the Bible is very important. I just said that. That's second means for us to use in order to receive salvation. Any questions? I'm sorry to ask that how many of you, I mean the members of Solidarity, who are the newly baptized? One, only one here. Yeah. No, I mean like from 1 to 10 years. When were you baptized?
Since I was born.
Oh boy.
เลิกเคยว่างๆก่อน
So you know everything already. Yeah. Selena and who else? Doris. Doris, Amber's wife. Who else? Dorothy. What about Dorothy? Yeah. About time. Oh, really? Before we have Lisa. Yeah. So not many. Yeah. But like Selena today, you understand. Yeah. I know, because some of you, at least today is Selena. So I try to go slowly and try to explain as clearly as possible. It's very clear. Yeah. So it's very good, but I wish that more mothers would come. You can invite them, not because we want our solidarity will be strong. No, it's not the idea, but we love them. We love them, and we bring them to the more supporting source of salvation, more chance for them to get to know more about God, about the way how to gain salvation. That's simple. And also it's something very practical, very concrete, because you are mothers, so we should learn from Mary, our mother, and should learn from St. Monica. And even in your family, you don't have any problem. Somehow is similar to the problem of St. Monica. So you come to learn about the experience of Monica, and you pray for other families. But however, you still have a lot of room to do, to work on for the good of your family. I can say like this. If you ask me, Father, what is the top of the results, 結果 of the results of a Christian family that we would know or would see?
What would happen?
I mean, heaven, that's salvation, that's salvation. But we have a different aspects. The top is at least one of your children would become a priest or a nun. Yeah. That is the highest, I would say, the highest target. Your children become very good. But if they not become a priest or a nun yet, they still have a room for them. It's not the highest target. So I mean that you still have a lot of room to how to say, to become perfect. And if in case you have a very good or even holy husband, thank God. But if not, if he's, sorry to say, just in case he's so bad, you still have a hope, to reach the perfection or the top of the target, or the top or the target of the spiritual results of your Christian life. Why? Why I said so? Look at it. Look at Saint Monica. Because originally, her husband, her son, her children were not good. But eventually, you see, the good result. On top, especially her son, one of her sons, Augustine, became not only a priest, but also a bishop. Not only the bishop, but also a great saint. You see? So it's very important, very meaningful to get to know her, Saint Monica, and learn from her and pray through her intercession. It's very meaningful. No questions? Okay. Bonnie, any question?
No, we're not.
No problem. You can ask me anytime. So I mean, not a target, but you try the best you can. I just explained that